Hi, guys. Andrew Salciunas here with my man John Kincade, who just gave me a pep talk to really bring it today because this is getaway day for me.
Yeah, this is a 3-day weekend coming up for Andrew. And one thing I know about our show is we've got a distinct work ethic. We run through finish lines.
Hell yeah, we do.
There are no getaway. Your energy today for 4 hours, excellent.
And that's why you made me do all 5 questions today. Thanks
I did.
a lot.
Thank you very much. I had stuff to record with Matt Menard.
5 topics, 2 minutes each. We discuss it, and then we get the hell out of here. And I'm getting out of here for 3 days, even though it's not really a vacation because I'll be parenting solo.
The world's smallest violin is playing
all
for
right,
you.
Question 1.
Yes.
I don't know why this came to my mind, but it came to my mind. Does Philadelphia have a young national phenom? So Bryce Harper, obviously, when he's here,
He's not young.
but he's not young. Maxey, I don't think he's ever really gotten that recognition.
Yeah, we do.
Who?
Cooper DeJean is 22 years old.
Okay.
And he is a finalist for Defensive Rookie of the Year. He just balled out on the biggest of stages.
Yeah.
And he is going to be a not only local matinee idol.
Yes.
He's going to be the guy that becomes sort of one of the faces of this franchise.
Okay.
I really do
That's
think
a great answer.
Plus, he is learning to master the language. But Matvey Mishkov is going to be one of the greatest talents ever to have worn a Flyer sweater. So he's 20 years old.
I just think so. Like when I was a kid, I've told you this before. My dad was very stern. I'll buy you a player's jersey who you like, but you're a Philadelphia sports fan. That's how he raised me, and I'm glad for it. But like Priest Holmes, I loved as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, Priest Holmes was my favorite player growing up.
Was he 27?
No.
I don't remember.
But Marvin Harrison and Priest Holmes were my 2 favorite football players. I wore their jerseys. One was a Colts jersey, one was a Chiefs jersey. I wasn't a Chiefs or Colts fan. It's just they were my favorite
Marvin
players.
Harrison, really?
Loved Marvin Harrison.
Watch yourself at the car wash.
So, is there a player like that where a kid from Sacramento is wearing a Cooper DeJean jersey?
Yeah, I think Cooper DeJean is going to be a national. I think he is going to be a national phenom. And does Jalen Hurts doesn't count at 26?
No, I think he's still young.
He's not a kid though.
Yeah,
but still,
I think
Jalen Hurts is amazing.
All right, question number 2.
Yes, sir.
Something old, and I put old in quotes, but something old in sports that you still believe works. And I wrote this down because earlier today we talked about Trey Turner potentially batting leadoff. I still believe, I know there's baseball fans out there. I play baseball. I love baseball to death, and yet I still hate half the people I have to talk baseball with. It's not the way that it used to be. I still believe the way that it used to be kind of works. You have a guy that can get on base to start a game, which I know Kyle Schwarber can, but then a guy that can wreak havoc on the base paths.
Right.
I remember last year, Kyle Schwarber leads off with a walk. Harper hits one in the gap that anybody else on the roster scores on. He gets to third. Harper's halfway to third, has to get back to second. They don't score a run the rest of the inning. Now, shame on the guys behind Harper. But I still believe in like the 5-tool player batting leadoff. I get it. That's an old way of thinking. What is something in sports that's old, that's kind of getting kicked out, that you still believe works?
Well, we all love our man Ray Dunn.
Yes.
Ray Dunn had a philosophy that he complained about the last few years. Well, these old heads in the stands going, run the football, run the football.
It works.
Did you enjoy your parade, Ray?
It worked.
That's what I would say. Did you enjoy the frickin' parade?
Balanced football still works.
Yes, and more importantly, you can lead with the run.
Yes.
Which teams did for generations. It wasn't outdated. It became outdated by analytics.
Yep.
And thankfully, Howie Roseman, who believes in analytics, one of the biggest analytics departments in football, he believed that you can go counter. You can go counter to the trends and that you can actually work. Yeah. He went counter to it and it's worked.
And I don't know why it went away from it. Like I still remember.
Because of sabermetrics geeks.
All right, well, how about
people that are sitting there going, well, if you look at the spreadsheets.
What about old versus new coaches? Because we see in the NFL, it's the rise of like the young hot commodities in coaching. But you look around. I mean, Vic Fangio's not 25 years old. No, Vic. And look at it was the best defense in football.
I think you can do it at the coordinator level. I'm not sure you can do it at the head coach level.
Interesting.
Because if you look at the guys that are like sort of making their bones, Andy's a.
But is that just football?
Yeah, I think it's more of a football thing.
Because
like
I think you can have an older coach in basketball and baseball and hockey.
Oh, I think you can.
Look at John Tortorella right now with this rebuild.
And it's the idea of who do you want teaching your players? I would not want to rebuild with a young coach who's never done it before. Even though I think you might end up seeing that with the Flyers. You will see it within 2 years. It may be as soon as next year.
Okay.
I'm not really into that because I think a first-time head coach shouldn't be overseeing a rebuild. But it's one of those things where I think old school can work. But guess what? Today, even Vic Fangio's learned it. You got to cater.
You got to adapt a little bit.
Your generation's a little different,
and you're the reason why it's a little different. With your trophies.
A little different.
All right, 3 more questions, non-sports related. 1 Philadelphia related though. We didn't talk about this.
Well, you're a Jersey guy. We let you claim Philly,
but us Jersey guys driving over to the bridge to see the ball games. Used to see the Titanic.
Yes.
The SS United States is gone.
Okay, how did they get it to be worthy of being in the water again, where it really could float?
I think they had been working on it for years. Because remember,
it was there for
there were plans. 1996.
Okay, because
my whole life.
I mean, I saw that thing forever.
Yeah.
And it's funny is I would have thought it was longer than 96.
96. So basically my whole life, I was born in 93. And I remember driving over the bridge, asking my dad, is that the Titanic? He still jokes about it to this day, saying, oh my God, I can't believe you thought that was the Titanic. If you look at Twitter yesterday, everyone was tweeting, oh my God, the
Titanic is gone.
Leaving Philadelphia. It was our Titanic. That, I'll be honest, I was sad. Even though it was just, I know it meant more than being a hunk of junk.
Right.
SS United States. But it was just a hunk of junk sitting there. I'm sad that it's gone.
I coached 3 hockey players who I will not name.
Okay.
Who once broke in
no way.
And walked all over it.
I kind of wanted, I wish I did
Guess what? They did it with around 11 kids, 3 of my hockey players.
I wish I did that.
And they did it and they took pictures, not with their phones.
Yeah.
That tells you. And they did it. They did it when they were in college.
I respect that move.
They went in and they walked around. They said they felt like it was on Scooby-Doo. Like they were.
I bet.
Like you're walking around. They said it was really creepy.
Probably quiet.
But they took pictures. They actually had pictures, though. They took physical pictures that they had to get developed. And they were all afraid that when they got them developed, they'd get arrested.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they made sure that no pictures were of their faces.
Makes sense.
But it was just that. But and they sent one of the mothers to get the film developed. Back in the day at a CVS.
Dude, end of an era, man.
That is an end of an era. Now, what are they going to do? What are they going to do with that? That's a big plot of land there. Well, they're redeveloping a lot of
condominiums, apartments.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
All right, this is very random, but I heard the song coming in this morning. Country song.
Shock the Monkey?
I don't know. I don't know that. You know me. I don't know names of songs. I don't know.
Right.
I know the words.
You know words.
But I don't know the.
You're my father.
Yeah.
That's my dad. My dad knew 2 lines or 3 lines to every song.
Yeah.
And then we'd go,
No, I know the full songs, though.
Okay.
But one of these country songs, the guy talks about mowing the lawn with the shirt off and his bird dogs and then swimming in an old pair of jeans.
I lived in the South.
Swimming in jeans?
Yeah.
Sounds like one of the most uncomfortable things that I would imagine that's as bad as waterboarding.
Okay, what I'm going to tell you is that in the Deep South,
okay,
not Atlanta, but in the Deep South, the swimming hole is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't wear a pair of shorts.
And the boys go and a lot of times try to bring the girls down, and they'll get the pickup truck. Yeah. They'll have the music blaring. They'll have the beers out, and they're at the swimming hole. And then they will, as they proceed to get a little more lubed up, will jump in fully clothed or shirt off and swim in their jeans.
But dude, no, take the jeans
off.
If you still have boxers on, especially today's bathing suits, you're going to see it in Jamaica. They're up to here these days.
No,
they're
I don't want to see
Speedos.
That. Really?
You go swim in the boxers. Wet jeans sounds like one of the most uncomfortable things in the world.
Okay, you know what they would say to you? The Southern boys would say to you?
Grow up.
Delta. They would say Delta is ready when you are. And that's what they say. If you don't like how they do it in the South, they say Delta's ready when you are.
I'm not saying I don't like. They can do. You do whatever you want.
That's what they do. I'm telling you.
Okay. So one of my questions is, what is one of the most uncomfortable things you can think of? Like a wet sock.
Oh my gosh.
is extremely uncomfortable.
Wet socks are absolutely terrible.
So how is wet jeans not terrible?
Wet socks are terrible. To me, wet gloves.
Oh yeah, dude,
are awful.
And with Coop, we were playing in the snow. You put them back on,
and it's terrible. Wet gloves are absolutely terrible.
I can imagine wet jeans feels that way.
I'm going to tell you, a 95-degree day when you're out in a golf course and you can't get your underwear. It's like you're fidgeting.
Swamp.
That's the worst to me. Swampy.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
All right, last thing.
A change of underwear would be refreshing.
You're not a big attender of the grocery store. Is that correct?
No, I'm not. I don't shop. My wife doesn't allow me to shop at the grocery store.
All right.
I'm terrible.
Are you ever there with her? Like, do you ever go?
Why? Do I have to supervise her? No. Like, I mean, seriously. I go, here, honey, you go shop.
We did three of us.
It doesn't.
Me, Christine, Coop go together.
Never. Christina's got to spend time with me in the house. You should be able to relate to this after a year. She likes spending time away from me. So going to the supermarket, she hates, by the way.
Well, then I was going to ask
She hates shopping. She goes, and she says, she's threatened me. Someday when you're not working, all these excuses of you not shopping and things like that are going away. I said, I would love to go to the supermarket, but I don't want to go with her. I would like to go, give me the list. I'll go to the supermarket and I would comparison shop.
All right. Well, I was going to ask you,
okay,
what bothers you at the grocery store?
Oh, everything. No. What bothers me at the grocery store, what really will bother me is they put the little plastic walls there for a reason. Where you pick up the little plastic rod and you put it across after your order ends or your order begins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're there for a reason and do that. Put them on so I don't have to constantly be pushing your stuff back.
Self-checkout.
Because you're doing that. Well, you know what though? The other day I met a real a-hole at checking out at a store. And Christina asked me, she goes, stop using the self-checkout. So
well, I'll tell you, there is one thing that I hate, and this is a PSA to all you out there.
What's that?
And I'm sorry, it's more older generation.
What?
The checking of the receipt, but like at the exit.
You mean you mean like before they walk out of the place?
Like you're holding up 10 people.
I have never looked at a receipt in my life.
No,
they could have charged me $19.99.
Yeah, you're not looking.
I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at that. No, what I would say is my generation, where you can start to go, anybody I would say 45 and above, walk your backside over to the cart return.
Oh, don't leave the cart out.
Don't put it up on the island.
Yeah.
Don't put it in an empty spot. And by the way, I never see a young person do it.
No.
I never see a young person do it.
We may be soft.
So they're a bunch of soft little wussies.
We respect people, all right?
Even though they're soft little wussies, they at least show a little bit of decorum. Return carts to the cart return.
Right, so there is something that bothers you. And if you're checking your receipt, slide over and check it.
I could
slide over and check it. Just don't block the freaking door.
Walmart could have charged me like $4 extra on every single thing. I wouldn't know. I don't even look at the total. When my wife said to me yesterday, she goes, Did you look at the receipt when the waiter came over from lunch? We had the three of us out to lunch. The waiter hands me the thing. I just hand him my credit card. She goes, did you even look at the receipt? No. She goes, did you even look at the receipt? What if you got somebody else's bill? I'm like, I'll know when I go to sign the tip, right? Yeah. I hope you have the best weekend.
It's going to be a blast.
You've outsourced the parenting part of it.
Damn right I
have. But I hope you have a great time.
Everybody have a great rest of your day.
Like, subscribe.
John and Connor tomorrow. Yes. Like, subscribe.
And Connor's driving the bus on Friday.
Oh, what is that, booze?
No, it's just water.
All right, talk to you tomorrow, I guess. See you.
Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.